I don't see anyone smiling. You pick up a job to buy a house or raise kids or to impress your dad. You work away your life, and what does it get you?
Smiles and faces?
No. You get cash. Cash that can't buy back what the job takes.
Oh, look. It's a picture I took of you the first time I ever came here. Ah! Look at you, so young and happy. Where do the years go?
And see, it's not important how long you live. What's important is how you live.
I'm just afraid that if I died today, that my life would have amounted to nothing.
What am I doing with my life?
I'm alive! I'm alive! Free yourself!
So, that brings to you the question, if you could live forever, would you?
Boys, you must strive to find your own voice. Because the longer you wait to begin, the less likely you are to find it at all. Thoreau said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Don't be resigned to that. Break out.
Hud saw something in you that you don't even see in yourself. Are you ready to go find it? Yes, sir.
It doesn't make sense to continue wanting something if you're not willing to do what it takes to get it. If you don't want to live the lifestyle, then release yourself from the desire. To crave the result, but not the process, is to guarantee disappointment.
Don't do things just because you think you're going to get something for it. That's not why we do things.
Yeah.
Do what's interesting to you. Follow what's interesting. Don't worry about the outcome. We can never predict the outcome. Follow your own inner guide. It directs us.
Practice any art. Music, singing, dancing, acting, drawing, painting, sculpture, poetry, fiction, essays, reportage. No matter how well or badly, not to get money and fame, but to experience becoming, to find out what's inside you, to make your soul grow.
Yes, life can be wonderful if you're not afraid of it. All it needs is courage, imagination.
Find something. Find a thing that you genuinely enjoy, because getting good at things you genuinely enjoy is extremely beneficial for young people.
People want me to do everything for them, and what they don't realize is they have the power. You want to see a miracle, son? Be the miracle.
People want to find their passion, but you don't find it, you create it. And you create it by getting good at something. And to get good at stuff, you start by doing something you suck at. Then you get good, then you like it, then people ask how you found your passion. Answer, by starting when you sucked and not giving up.
Larry, what do you think the meaning of life is?
Work! It's important to be useful. Look at me, I got it all figured out. I get up, I shower, I come to work, I work all day, I go home, I go to sleep. I get up, I shower, I come to work, I work all day, I go home, I go to sleep. I get up, I shower, I come to work.
Hey, forget it. Just forget it. Forget what they say you should do. Forget what they say you should study. Forget what job they say is going to make you the most money. Do what sets your soul on fire. Chase your passion. If you don't know what it is, go out and find it. And I promise you, I know it's scary, and I know it could end with nothing, and I know it could feel like failure, but at the end of your life, it's better to know that you tried than that you never found out what happened if you did. Anyways, get out there, and I'll see you on the road.
Figure out what you want. Ignore the opinions of others. Do so much work, it would be unreasonable that you fail. Realize it never mattered to begin with. Help others once you get there. You've already achieved the things you said would make you successful.
One life. Just one. Why aren't we running like we're on fire towards our wildest dreams? I got one shot at this life. I'd rather you call me crazy and a dreamer than a settler, or not know me at all. I tell my kids all the time, you always know the leader by the arrows in their back, right? If people aren't talking or judging or thinking, then you're just kind of blending in. You're made to stand out. You're not made to stand in line.
Well, I think life is precious because you can't watch it again. But once you realize you're not going to be around forever, I think that's what makes life so magical. One day you're eat your last meal, smell your last flower, hug your friend for the very last time. You might not know it's the last time. So that's why you should do everything you love with passion.
So, what do you think you'll do? How are you going to spend your life?
I'm not sure. But I do know I'm gonna live every minute of it.
The lesson I cherish the most is how important it is to love what you do. If you love what you do and it's making you happy, all the hard work and perseverance will pay off. When you know you're truly giving it your all, there's no greater feeling in the world.
Now, you're the #1 pick in this year's NFL draft. I can hear that emotion in your voice. Where's that coming from?
I would say the little kid in me who wanted it.
I say chase your dreams, man. Do that thing, man, that keeps you up at night. That thing that bothers you, man, that makes you trip. You can't quit thinking about it. You always, that thing, man, that you wake up in the middle of the night, you got a new idea. That's what you got to chase. Because anything else, it's gonna disappoint you.
Only thing I knew when I come home, they say, you have to do homework. You know what I said? Fuck homework, put that boxing tape on. Because I knew what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to be champion.
Work on your list of whys. One of the big thrusts for success is to come up with a strong enough why.
Everything comes down to how bad you want it. Only when the why is strong enough, the how stops being an excuse, because purpose doesn't need permission. Nietzsche said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." So how far can your why take you?
If the why is powerful, the how is easy.
Find something that you love to do. Something that you would do for free, just because you were happy to be there.
What are you going to do for the rest of your life? I think after high school, take a year off. Take 2 years off. Join the Peace Corps. Travel. Go figure things out. Or just enjoy yourself. For the first time in their lives, they're adults, and they don't have to be somewhere. Get used to that freedom. Get used to having the need to self-govern yourself. And I think exploration, travel, it provides that.
1, yesterday is history. 2, tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. Enjoy it. Do what you want to do, how you can.
My father could have been a great comedian, but he didn't believe that that was possible for him. And so he made a conservative choice. Instead, he got a safe job as an accountant. And when I was 12 years old, he was let go from that safe job. And our family had to do whatever we could to survive. I learned many great lessons from my father, not the least of which was that you can fail at what you don't want. So you might as well take a chance on doing what you love.
If you have an idea that you genuinely think is good, don't let some idiot talk you out of it. If there is something that you feel is good, something you want to do, something that means something to you, try to do it. Because I think you can only do your best work if you're doing what you want to do, and if you're doing it the way you think it should be done.
Like, it's not about being perfect. It's about just every day, one step at a time, trying to be better, trying to do more. And I think a lot of people are struggling to find that purpose, but it's okay. You will find it. Do not give up. Keep getting up, just keep saying those things to yourself, and you will eventually find it.
That sounds like excuses to me. I mean, you got to figure it out, right? If you really have an obsession to figure it out, you will figure it out, right? And every puzzle is constructed differently. All right, AI's situation when he came into the league was different than mine. Mike's situation in Chicago was different than mine, right? Everybody has a different puzzle, man. You just got to figure out your own puzzle.
Now let me tell you something. All my life, I was the underdog. They told me I wasn't good enough. They told me I was dreaming too big. They said a kid from the LBC couldn't make it. But guess what? I didn't let none of that stop me. I stayed true to myself. I stayed focused on the vision, and I turned them no's into yeses.
Most people don't understand what it's like to really go for something and to know that the consequences of not doing that are horrific. But the only way I could be this person now is if I took that chance when I was 21, when I was dead broke and had my cars repossessed and all that stuff. That's the only way you ever get where you want to go. You have to take a path that's dangerous, and most people want to take the safe path. And the safe path leaves you stuck in quiet desperation almost every time.
What have you learned about how to deal with and overcome fear?
Go. Yep. When all that fear that's in your head, all the what ifs and the scenarios that you create inside your own mind that are way worse than anything that is actually going to happen, they all disappear when you go. So just take action and start moving forward.
I failed. It's a million times better than what if, because that motherfucker got up and did something, showed up. 10 times more of the man and says, what if? What if, man? What if is an ongoing debate inside yourself that you can never come to a conclusion on. I got up and failed, at least I know. Otherwise, what if? Every minute of every day for your existence, battling inside your head, trying to turn off the voices, but you can't. And you can't do anything about it because the opportunities, the window of opportunity is closed. There's nothing you can do but sit back and wonder, what if? Nope, don't like that, man. I'd much rather take the gamble and lose.
But I tried. I actually fucking tried. And that's more than most people ever do. And I will never apologize for how I tried.
Then I'll tell you what changed my whole life when I finally discovered it's all risky. The minute you were born, it got risky. If you think trying is risky, wait till they hand you the bill for not trying. If you think investing is risky, wait till you get the tab for not investing. See, it's all risky. Getting married is risky. Having children is risky. Going into business is risky. Investing your money is risky. It's all risky. I'll tell you how risky life is. You're not going to get out alive. That's risky. Somebody says, yeah, but I'm looking for safety and security. Fine, then huddle in a corner. We'll cover you with a sheet, bring you 3 meals a day. And we'll protect you, feed you, look after you, care for you. We won't let anything happen to you. And you'll probably live to be 100. The guy said, well, yeah, I'd live to be 100. But what a way to live. Right. What a way to live, safe and secure. Don't ask for security. Ask for adventure. And see, it's not important how long you live. What's important is how you live.
If your definition of success is win or lose, giving everything you've got and growing or learning along the way, then you're setting yourself up for success. I really think the biggest cheat code in life is just going after it and not being concerned of whether or not you fail at one specific task. Instead, understanding the big picture, what your long-term goal is, and knowing if you keep driving forward and never fucking quit, in the end, you will succeed.
Go after your dreams, right? Go after it. And, I never compromised that. I never allowed anybody to tell me what I was capable of accomplishing. I never let anybody tell me that I can't do, right? I went after it. I put all my eggs in one basket, and hopefully they have that same mentality. If you want to accomplish something or, do something that a lot of people think is difficult to accomplish, you have to put all your eggs in one basket, and there's no compromise with that.
It's not about the shoes. It's about knowing where you're going, not forgetting where you started. It's about having the courage to fail, not breaking when you're broken, taking everything you've been given and making something better. It's about work and what's inside of you. It's doing what they say you can't. It's about being who you were born to be.
To all of you out there, please keep your dreams alive. Dreams are something you have to believe in. I almost gave up on mine. Mom, I just want an Oscar.
You see, the underdog story is the realest story there is. Because when you come from nothing, you appreciate everything. You hustle different, you love different, and you lead different. So today, I want you to do 3 things. Stay humble. Never forget where you came from. Stay hungry. Keep that fire in your soul. And stay true. Always be real with yourself and the world. Because the world don't need no more copies. It need originals. And trust me, ain't nobody else that can do what you do like you do.
Don't be scared to be multidimensional. You're not unfocused. Nobody in this world should define who you are. You could be so many things, and don't worry if you're, a green kind of chill kid and you've got a little entrepreneurial spirit in it, go kill it. You don't have to ever again, especially with all the tools that allow us to send our message out there, ever again be pigeonholed. Execute against you.
A human being has to have a sense of purpose. The feeling of no purpose is suicidal. So what people do is they create a false sense of purpose. Their false sense of purpose will be attention. Other people say money. If I make enough money, man, I'm gonna be happy. But we see how many people get to that point and they're not fulfilled and they're miserable. You as an individual, you had a purpose in life. You had something you were meant to achieve because you have a unique DNA, unique genetics, and unique parents, a unique experience. Something about you is truly original and weird. And to the degree that you mine that weirdness and your uniqueness, you can become fulfilled. You can create something beautiful and lasting.
There is no one like you. There has never been anyone like you. There shall never be anyone like you. Therefore, know yourself. Be yourself. Authenticity is everything.
Don't change your personality to please anyone. I think you should change your personality to please yourself and to get what you want out of life, not to please other people.
But I can't go out on the track and do the same old thing. It won't work.
Then change it up. Try something new.
I don't know, Sally.
Don't fear failure. Be afraid of not having the chance. You have the chance. Doc didn't. And you can either take it or you can do what you've been doing, sitting in here for months.
If you're 22 years old, the world does not hate you. You're just not good at anything yet. If you seek to be good at something, then you have a tremendous deficit in experience and repetitions that people who are ahead of you or who have achieved what you want to achieve have over you.
I did something that very few people ever do, I found later, is I went to the best salespeople and I said, how come you're so successful? And they told me what they were doing, and I did it, and I made more sales. And so one of the greatest success principles that you'll ever find is learn from the experts. Learn from the people who are already demonstrating the results that you want to get. Read their books, listen to their programs, attend their courses, learn from, and ask them. And they will always tell you. And you can save yourself years of hard work by simply learning from people who've already learned it by themselves. Yeah?
You overthink because you don't write. You are anxious because you don't act. You procrastinate because you don't have a plan. You stress because you don't train. You lack clarity because you don't journal. You feel lost because you have not searched for your purpose. You seek validation because you haven't found it within yourself. You feel overwhelmed because you try to control what's beyond your reach. All your problems have a solution. You just need to have the courage to take the first step.
What I want to say is that legends get scared too. I'm scared right now. But the difference is we do it anyway. And all of you can do that every single day. It's legendary to be afraid and do it anyway. There is no such thing as failure when you try. That's the only way you lose. The way to win is to try.
Everybody thinks they're a loser. Every young person thinks they're a loser. At least a young person in the situation I was at. I didn't know I wasn't a loser until I started winning, until I started doing martial arts.
Proper preparation prevents poor performances. Stop riding on talent. Ride on purpose. Ask God every day, what is my purpose in life? What am I supposed to be doing? How am I supposed to lead somebody, even when we lose? Hold your head up high. I'm gonna leave you with this one thought. Every step you take, do you want to remember it yourself?
What is purpose to me? And purpose to me is simply being useful. I used to think I was put on earth to be a wrestler. That was it. I was put on earth to be a WWE superstar. And then I started doing a little bit of acting and I'm like, oh no, it's easy. I'm a storyteller. No, I'm a human being, breathing air like everybody else. I just want to be useful. Life to me is a gift. I understand my luck And I try to live each day grateful for the luck. So when the sun goes down, I look at what I did for the day, even if it's relax. Did I earn the sunset? Some days I don't, and I motivate myself to try to do it again, but most days I do. And that's my sense of purpose. So now I have what makes me happy.
I think the thing that I've learned most in my life, trying to be the best in the world at something, is that failure and success is just an illusion. You know, I went to #1 in the world thinking that that was going to be the end all, thinking that, you know, making my dad happy about achieving that goal would somehow satisfy some deep place. And the truth is it didn't. Got to #1 in the world, and I'd never been so disconnected as I was at that point in my life. And so as a result, I spiraled. I fell to 140 in the world. Everybody was shocked except me. I knew every decision I was making daily that was leading me in the wrong direction. And when I got to the bottom, I had a big decision to make. Either I was gonna quit or I was gonna start over. And that's when I decided to take ownership of my life and decided to find my reasons for playing, and I did. And I went to work every day by setting daily goals and telling myself, I don't know if I'll ever be back to #1, but I know one thing I can do. I know I can control what is in my control, which is my work ethic and my discipline and my focus and my relentless spirit of trying to make myself that one day better. And in doing that, I'd never been so connected in my life. One day led to the next, built a lot of momentum, and when I finally got back to the top, it wasn't the same as being at the top the first time. What I learned mostly through that journey is pretty simple. Failure and success is an illusion. The only thing that's a reality is the way you choose to engage with your life today.
If you had the opportunity to play this game of life, you need to appreciate every moment. A lot of people don't appreciate their moment until it's past.
This is not how I imagined adult life.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, apart from spending most of it plagued with terrifying anxiety, soul-crushing depression, crippling loneliness, and terrible debilitating neck pain, it's also just incredibly boring. I mean, here we are, a couple of young people, it's Saturday night, and we're just lying on the couch watching TV in the dark.
I don't get it. You came in here, you turned the movie on, you turned the lights off, you sat down and you started watching it, and now you're complaining about it?
Because I wish I was doing something else.
So, if you're 22 or younger, then it's pretty clear what you have to do, and it's not so difficult. The younger you go through this process, the better. And what it entails is figuring out what makes you unique in life. It can be what makes you unique as an entrepreneur, as a business person, what makes you unique as a social individual. In any endeavor, when you were born, I liken to it, a seed is planted. That seed is your uniqueness. What is it that excites me? Going through that process and figuring out, digging up that seed and figuring out what it is should be the most exciting process in your life, because if you do it, you will discover your superpower.
Okay, I'm gonna keep pursuing what I'm pursuing. And because I'm doing that, it's gonna take up more and more of my time, and I'm not gonna be able to spend as much time with you. And even when I do spend time with you, I'm gonna be thinking about drumming, because I wanna be great.
And you're not.
I wanna be one of the greats.
And I would stop you from doing that?
Yeah. The best way to do it is to just do it. We get so caught up in our minds that we forget what it's like to move, to begin. Because clarity doesn't come to the thinker. It comes to the doer, the one with no perfect plan, no right time, and starts anyway.
75 years. That's how much time you get if you're lucky. 75 years, 75 winters, 75 springtimes, 75 summers, and 75 autumns. When you look at it like that, it's not a lot of time, is it? Don't waste them. Get your head out of the rat race and forget about the superficial things that preoccupy your existence and get back to what's important now. Right now, this very second.
You know, sometimes all you need is 20 seconds of insane courage. Just literally 20 seconds of just embarrassing bravery. And I promise you, something great will come of it.
If you only do what you can do, you will never be more than you are now.
I don't want to be more. I like who I am.
You don't even know who you are. incredible power awaits you. Power beyond anything you can imagine.
There's no way I'm ever gonna be like you.
I'm not trying to turn you into me. I'm trying to turn you into you.
Oh no, I lost my pen.
You can borrow mine.
Thanks.
I lost something once. I lost something I couldn't live without. My identity.
I know one day I'm gonna be somebody. And you'll know when I...
Please look at my face. You're somebody now. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's the game.
If you don't think you're important, it's almost like your results don't matter. Who are you disappointing? Yourself? Those are voices that were put inside of you by somebody else. Do something. Fight for it. Fight to be happy. Listen to positive shit. That's a funny game. Miraculous thing happens when you cut out your most pessimistic friend, you become more optimistic. We are in some crazy fucking dynamic of like overanalyzing everything so fucking much with a layer of cynicism that is making everybody go fucking crazy.
Your story may not have such a happy beginning, but that doesn't make you who you are. It is the rest of your story, who you choose to be. So, who are you?
Life becomes very simple when you realize that all you have to do is to decide what to do with the time that you've been given. Because you don't get to choose how much time you have left. You won't know how many sunrises you will see. And you don't get to redo the tough bits in your life or skip the hard days. All you get is now. Today will change your life when you accept one single truth. You don't plan your future. You plan your actions today, and those actions create your future.